Okay, I was told that the PWK carburetor is normally like that when it's cold. It's going to be hard to start it. So that's as expected. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this back to our, where we had it set before, our idle mixture screw. We're going to go and turn it back to a full turn and a half. So let's go and close this back up. Sorry, it was like this right here. Going to go and close it back up. So we're going to back it out to about a full turn and a quarter. You can see here it's quite a bit. Okay, so this is where it locks it at. Okay, so here we go. Half a turn, full turn, and we're going for a full turn and a half. Bring it right back up to where it was. Okay, that's a full turn and a half. We'll leave that one there. And let's go and start it up before we unravel the tape again. It's going to be hard to start normally like that anyway on the PWK carburetor. So let's go and fire this up. Get the keys in here. Okay, our battery still around the 12 volts. We can check it out real quick. It's probably draining out a little bit because we have the lights on now. Went back to sleep mode on this. Okay, 13.4 volts, so it hasn't been started enough to juice it up. So here we go, hold down the brake lever. There we go, we can let it rest for a little bit. Give it a little throttle. Hold it. In fact, if we can even, now, you don't want to actually tune this until about 15 minutes later until it's running fully, and then you want to tune it, or else you're going to throw everything off. So let's just let it do its thing. It does seem like it's struggling just a little bit, more than likely it's vibrating more than it normally is. So maybe we do want to probably maybe tighten or get a little bit more of our idle screw here. Oh, I went counterclockwise. I was assuming that's actually lessening the throttle, but it's not. So let's go clockwise next time. Okay, so let's go and fire back up. Okay, let me go and turn this, have it turn preset clockwise. I went counterclockwise, so just that little bit there, huh? Now it sounds like it's running a little bit more smoother. Again, you don't want to really tune this until the engine has been fired up for at least 15 minutes, so you want to drive it around, whatever you need to do until it gets warmed up. Then you want to tune it. What I'm going to do is just set it so it won't die prematurely. There we go. Now it sounds a little bit more like it's getting enough air and fuel. You don't want too much or else it feels like it's trying to go forward. But you don't want to see the stator when you have it open. You can actually see how much more it's spinning more faster. Good. Now keep an eye on our fuel here. Our fuel is almost hitting the empty tank bottom there. So our fuel is good. So yeah, PWK is just going to be a little bit harder to start than a CVK because it solely relies on, you know, your manual vacuum being full. But it's actually 10 times more better response, so just get tuned in right. I'm going to lower the idle mixture screw a little bit. I'm going to counterclockwise it to get the engine kind of quiet down but not vibrating. See that one right there? It looks like you can almost see the magnet. You don't want that. You want it to be a little bit more smoother. I'm talking about the flywheel stator. Cold. See by my breath here. Yeah, it's cold. Fine. Trying to get that smell. It might be the tape being burnt from underneath. So we'll probably get ready to peel that tape off shortly here. We're probably going to see burnt marks on the tape from the cylinder head warming up and the gasket, of course, because we did cover the tape up, and that's not made for. Whoa! There you go. Yeah, that tape is burning up. That's what that smell was. All right, so let's go ahead and take this off. Cut power. All right, so let's go and peel that tape off as soon as the exhaust gets a little bit not that hot anyway. So that smell here, you can see the smell. That's actually from burnt tape. So right there. There goes our tape. Yeah, exhaust gets really hot from the get-go. Let's see if I can peel it off little by little. Using my flathead or something. I get an idea what we're looking at. Okay, so that's not exactly the sign we're looking for. That's just tape being burnt from the exhaust. Whoa, left a mark there. Shouldn't even done that way. Oh well, at least we know. Gets near it. All right, we can clean that up, no problem. A little scrape like that. Maybe get a little. There goes our Scotch Brite again, always to the rescue. Might be even easier to clean while it's still warm. We'll find out. So let me go ahead and get this angle. Alright, you guys can. Oh, where's my holder there? There you go. I gotta put this guy back in here to be able to clamp it onto here. Give it 1 second here. Oh, snap. Snap, pop. Oh, come on. We're just gonna put this in. Oh boy, it's slipping. Sorry. Gonna do kinds of weird stuff with this phone here. Okay, there it goes. It's holding. Alright. So that smell there is from our burnt tape. And thought we saw our smog being burned, but it's not. Alright, so let me go ahead and try to peel most of this off. Get the probe thing out of the way. That way you guys can see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me turn off my ignition there. Yep, you see this piece right here too. I'm not sure you can see it yet, but yeah, it's burnt. Again, I don't see any kind of fumes in the crack area, or else it'll leave a little bit of like smoke blackness on this, but I don't see it, so I think we're safe to say it's not leaking from our exhaust yet. Now let's check out our cylinder head area. See if this one. Yep, our intake manifold is still nice and it's not hot to the touch, so that's a good sign. It's not transferring heat to the intake manifold. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is curve this around so I can pull it neatly and cleanly, because I don't want to damage it. Okay. Nope. Pull the whole thing here. Careful not to touch the exhaust, so that is still vibrating hot. Okay. Okay. One round. That thing is squeezed up. Okay, I'll show you guys in a second here. Hopefully it doesn't grab on any dirt that misleads us. Feed it through here. Grab it from this end. All right. All right, there we go. Most of the pieces are coming forward. Get this guy piece off as well. There we go. All right, so, okay, let's go and cross-examine our tape. Here's our tape here. And if there was any kind of bloke, smoke, or anything like that, other than the burnt mark, that was near the exhaust area. But you can see here, make sure you get to the real light here. Get focused. There we go. This is the real light. Okay, so examine. We're looking for like a streak of black smoke or something. So far, only smoke I really see in this vicinity. This thing was twined it over anyway, so it wouldn't really affect this part. So let's leave this guy. Yep. So yeah, I don't see any black smoke or anything like that. So our cylinder head, our cylinder head gasket is pretty much clean. See that? None. And the other part was just that little part right there. Again, this was like around this area here with exhaust. That's why it's burnt. But yeah, I don't see any black smoking. That could have shown here anyway. Because usually carbon buildup, smoke comes out pretty much like black. Just like the reason why we can't see our exhaust funnel anymore, because the carb is built up on it quickly. Before we used to be able to see a golden ring and they're like 007. But now you can see, even with the light, then you can't even see it no more. That's how much black tar can actually build up on it. Same thing with our spark plug too. So let's check out our spark plug and see what the condition of our spark plug is. Now that we just started the scooter, it's been a day and a half. We haven't started up too, so that could be another reason why it's kind of hard cold start. Now I left this on. Oh, poor little mosquito there on the very, very bottom. You can't see him, but maybe you can see him. See that? He's probably toast. All right, so blow him out. Poor guy. All right, so if fuel would be leaking, it would show a little bit right here, and I'm seeing a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's from the old residue. So I can kind of go show you right here. See that? There's fuel leak right there. So maybe I didn't wipe this clean enough, or maybe this is probably still a fresh dew, because I can almost feel it wet right here. Let me wipe this clean. We'll leave this on. There's not enough fuel here to really flood anything. I think barely enough fuel for us to test a few more times, really. But let me go ahead and wipe this clean with a clean, well, let me wipe clean with a shop rag here, or just anything paper. So I'm going to do is wipe it. Careful again, you just don't want to go near the exhaust. The engine crankcase is not bad. It's still cooler. I'm not sure, maybe because we have the CVT cover off, the hot air can escape a little bit better that way. Why it's not kind of closing up on us. Okay, so what you want to do is we're going to wipe this clean right here, this area, and monitor it to see if fuel is still leaking there. If that's the case, then we'll know. Let's see if our tie strap is doing right. It feels really tight, our tie strap. I mean, we pulled it until it broke off, so it's not going to get tighter than that before breaking off like that. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this dry, this area here. Not too much wet, but still, I'm surprised it can create a puddle. It has to actually leak away more than this, and it had to do it within like 24-hour time frame in order to get a leak. The puddle, was enough here to stain. You can see here at the bottom. Whoa, this looks like a fresh. Not sure. It's dried out now. I can't tell. It's dry, but yeah, the whole puddle was like. You can see here. This does look like a newer one, but it feels dry. I can't even get any moisture from it or wick anything. But yeah, this whole thing was covered up with thing, and then this part here had a flood of gasoline in there, so I could tell we did have a gasoline line leak. But again, it was from this guy right here, or so we thought. Only we'll find out. I don't think it was from this guy. He's just like there. If you tilt the carburetor backward, the only way he can probably come out is just the overflow here, but it should be fine there. So let me go ahead. This is not that hot, even though we had started for a little bit of time now. Just want to wipe it all clean, because we won't be able to do this anymore once we put our fan shroud anymore. We'll still be able to see the fuel leak, but we won't be able to see the, the gasket does is sealed or anything like that. But I'm pretty confident now the gasket's fine. Let's check out our voltage, shall we? So here we go. Let's see what it reads. Don't worry about the negative polarity. 13.17. It was 13.05 last time. So, yep. We shouldn't see any more smoke. And let's go ahead and check out or look at our. Again, remember, we try to clean much as we can our spark plug, but it was a little bit already in the dark side since we last took it out last time. So let's go and take it out this time again and find out how bad was it. Because again, we're still in the process of tuning, so we're gonna have uneven balance of being too rich. So let's go and take that guy out. Careful, the exhaust is just right above you. Just boot out. We gotta put that electric grease on him too before we start him again. Okay, lefty loosey on this guy. Get the agree with me the other way. It was lefty loosey ready to go. Oh, or was it? Probably on neutral again. All right, there we go. Keep an eye out to see. It might be just a leak from. I'm still looking at that fuel line of ours going into the inlet of the PWK carburetor. Seeing if they're still coming out. Because gasoline vaporizes really quickly too, so it's like hard to tell. But I see something shiny. But I'm assuming it's it, but it's not. Nothing really. So we'll keep it on like that. The other tie strap did as well. It lasted us. But then I never actually kept the fuel line open at the end of usage daily. So this was the one I actually tested out and left it on purposely to see if it actually will leak. And it did. So I guess the regular tie strap won't do it. You probably want to get a smaller tie strap if anything. The metal one might dig into the plastic and kill it. There's our spark plug condition. Let me get a resolution on that one. It's not too bad. It's where we left it actually. It didn't go any darker. It didn't have any the little dark dust. The other one was like charcoal black. So this one's actually almost the same as we left it. Again, keep in mind, this was from the previous one that we had that was really dusty and dark. So it looked like it kept the same color back, if I'm not mistaken. I know the camera makes things look lighter than they are, but I'm looking at it with the naked eye, and I don't think I see any difference in change, which is a good thing. I don't see any serious whiteness. So what we'll do is we'll clean this guy up some more before we insert him back in there. All right. Blow off all that lint from the paper. All right. Might be easier to actually leave them off before we've actually put back our fan shroud. But I'm pretty confident our fan shroud's ready to go back on now. Everything should be okay. Yep. Look at all that. See, those are little lints. You don't want that stuff in your engine. So that's why we use usually lint-free shop rags or towels. But yeah, so there you go. Easy to blow off. Yep, so we'll make sure we note him next time like this. We still want to do maybe a few more testing. We can leave the engine on warmed up for a little bit longer. We can see if we still get any smoke smell or anything like that. Now that the paper's out of it, we shouldn't. There's no reason to. So let's go and do that. Let's go and leave the engine on for a little bit longer, maybe about 5-10 minutes, and just let it kind of idle, and then we'll try to tune our carburetor before we actually take everything off and seal it. So let's do that. In fact, here we might be able to actually put some dielectric grease on here just to have it ready to go for next time. We can put the dielectric grease on the boot part when it squeezes in. It'll cover this guy anyway. So let's do that. That way it won't get messy. Okay, so let's see if I can get this guy in with my short finger here from the bars is blocking me. And go from, seems like this side right here gives my whole wrist in there, which is helpful. Yeah. Usually with the other cylinder head, I can't even do this because I'm not sure that the chain might be super tight where it's causing so much heat. There's so many factors from the other previous head installation, so I don't know. All I know, this is good. There we go. Carbon escapes through the exhaust, so I try to vacuum it, take a little suction here, get the vacuum into it, and just try to suck much as I can, all the carb debris out of it, out of the chamber. Come on. Which way you want to face? Do you want to face this way? Okay. Alright, I'm not getting a good grip on it. Might be, just put it in a socket. Hard to install these thing if you don't have the regular little boot here, like a little rubber. It helps you hold the spark plug in place. Again, you don't want to put pressure on the tip here, because you might accidentally put your finger in there. So it might be easier to turn that with this guy. A little longer extension of turn. Can't believe I had to have two hands help me on this guy. He's coming in there. Alright, almost there. Alright, we're going to go for right tighty. Then we're going to get our torque socket here. And let's go and torque them down. I don't think the fan shroud will be a problem. Put them in there. Get some dielectric grease, which I really miss that small tube one. That's so convenient. I can just go inside and now I gotta get this big guy in there somehow. Well, I'll get him on the boot, but it's just so bulky, more than you really need. You really don't need this much, by the way. This will probably last you forever. And we're just gonna put some in here. See, the other one, I can actually get him all the way in there, no problem. So it might be easier for me to actually just dip that terminal right there and put that in there. So let me do that. There we go. There we go. And it's going to splat further down anyway, so you don't have to put that much there. Just enough. Let me try to curve them around a little bit. There's more glop in one area than really needs to be. Okay, so put them in the center is good too. The minute it goes in there, it will. I should have done that last actually, because I realized we have to use torque again. Okay, so let me go and get the torque socket, put the extension on here, and we're torquing it to about, 7 foot-pounds. You can go 84 inch-pounds, fine. So we'll go and set this guy. He was at 90. You do 90 or 84. I'd probably go 84. That'll be giving you 7 foot-pounds. 84 inch-pounds, sorry. Too shy. Alright, let's get to the 4. There we go. 84 inch-pounds right there. A little 4 there and the 80. That's how it counts right there. You got the 4 Then you have the 80 mark. That gives you 84 inch-pounds. We'll put the adapter. Okay. I'm going to take our socket driver. Where was that? There we go. Yeah, he too. Alright, try to get over that hump. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. Give it a good tie till we hear it click. There we go, snap. There we go. That's all you want. Oh. Pull one guy out first. I can pull the rest out. Extension not enough. Oh, well, that's fine. We smashed some more dielectric grease, but it's on there. Didn't want to get my hands dirty, but okay. It's good contact. Just gonna get some more just to make sure we have good dielectric grease. There we go. It's fully on there now. Perfect dielectric grease on there. I went like this with the tube. You can see here, just kind of put it in the tube and tuck it out. It's fine to get a little bit on the tip surface too. Prevents any kind of corrosion from building up there anyway. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to put our fan shroud, but we're gonna fire it up. Get this guy on here. There we go. He's on there now. Okay, let's go and fire the scooter up. And we'll leave it fired up for a good 5-10 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't drain out the battery too much. I mean, it doesn't drain out the gas fuel line. Let's go ahead and check this again to make sure if there's no more leak. So far, so good. Or is this my... Yeah, this is hard to tell. My hand had the moisture. So it's still pretty dry, it seems like. Going underneath the bolt here, our Allen bolt, and yeah, I'm not feeling any. It might have worked, even though our fuel line's open. So let's go ahead and fire this up. I'm gonna put this down, that way you guys can see it again. If there's any kind of smoke coming from this side, then we know we might have another gasket leak or anything. I doubt. Again, we did the tape trick. It doesn't seem too bad there. I couldn't do the tissue trick because this thing is left open, and more than likely it's going to blow the tissue like it would normally would do anyway, so that wouldn't work. But let's go ahead. Keep the charger here charged up. The phone is about to lose connected. I brought one of those little magnet wireless chargers. Not wireless charger, but it's a magnet where you can interchange the tip of it and leave the magnet tip actually on your device. So I think it's going to be really handy, especially on the scooter where you can't, you know, one hand, you know, try to charge while you're on the go. So it's going to be great for a scooter, I think. Let's see if I can angle in the way where you can capture if there's anything going on in the head area there. Okay, I'm going to go and start this up. Turn on the keys, hold the brake lever.